Howdy. We're in Sandon today, in Staffordshire, and we are at a place called Sandon Hall, and we're fortunate enough to be filming in the Orangery, the great big mirror behind us. We have Fire Dragon Chillies, Smoky Dragon Shit Hot Chipotle, sent over to us from a guy called Stu in New Zealand, a fellow YouTuber and source review, so hi Stu, thank you for that. The ingredients are up on your screen right now, quite interesting. They're obviously very proud of New Zealand products, so you've got things like New Zealand whiskey in there as well, which is quite cool. So I was fortunate enough to live there for a while, and they do make some very good spirits over there. The only thing that's slightly alarming is that on the bottle it does say, if sauce fizzes when opened, please contact us for a refund. Suggests slight lack of confidence in manufacture to put something like that. I mean, when sauces fizz, if you ever get that with a sauce, yeah, you shouldn't be eating it. It's generally bacterial fermentation. Hopefully this will not be suffering from that and be able to taste it. So
it's got a long way to go back to New Zealand anyway.
Right, it hasn't fizzed, and it smells perfectly acceptable, to be honest. Quite smoky. Nice texture. Ooh, nice texture. Nice consistency.
Oh yeah. Smells really tomatoey.
Does smell tomatoey and smoky. Manuka smoked chilies. Manuka is a type of honey we don't know. Quite prolific in New Zealand, expensive in the rest of the world, but gorgeous stuff.
Very sweet. You can smell the sweetness of it already.
I don't know if there's any sugar in there actually. I need to check the ingredients, but it's lovely. Anyway, down the hatch. It's got a bite.
We've got a little bit of a bite, right? It's got a smoky. It's very. You see it come out. Oh, it's very thin. It was quite thin, but quite runny. I mean, it's only a small bottle as well.
It is. Well, you can take it if you're on 7 out of 10 on the heat.
Yeah.
I don't like that. I'm sorry to say. There's no. The heat is quite powerful. But it's the kind of heat you get if you've had a teaspoon or too much chili powder in a curry, if that makes sense. It's quite sharp. It's I'm trying to find the right words for it really. It doesn't feel particularly balanced to me. I don't like sweet sauces, but I want something isn't balancing in that sauce for me, and I think it could do with maybe a touch more sweetness or less acidity, and it is, all I've got is heat now. I've got no lasting flavours, nothing's really.
No, I mean, it's interesting. It's got second best Chipotle in the New York City Screaming Mini Awards.
Gosh.
It's not my favourite. It's okay. It's okay, and I think, like Jay says, there is brown sugar in there, so there is a bit. But I was expecting just a little bit more flavour. The heat's still on the tongue.
The heat. I mean, it is a 7 out of 10. And I think that's probably a fair rating for it. I mean, everybody's got their own way to sort of determine the rating of heat, but it's definitely wanting to make me sort of salivate a little bit. But I mean, I think if I was to have that, if that's the only sauce I had, I would probably be looking to use that as a stir-in sauce. That's not a lot of nice chipotle sauces. I'd be looking like the bacon sarnie, sort of chili con carne. That I would probably have to mix in just to use the heat.
Just bit into your chili con carne. I mean, don't forget we taste it au natural on a plastic spoon. So obviously with the metal, you get the metallic-y ting to it as well. But
it's interesting to try.
Yeah, it is, and we've got some more of the range as well, so we'll give it a go. Guys, New Zealand, thank you very much. Glad to see you guys on the other side of the world getting into chilies and everything. There's a few companies that we know as well. Great. Please, thanks very much, and cheers, Stu, for sending them over. Thanks very much.